Hi everyone, my name is Julia Gallo. I am 17 years old. I am allergic to all nuts, all shellfish, sesame seeds, and soybeans. I'm a senior in high school, and I am really upset I can't make the Teen Summit this year. I have my last show as a senior in high school, and that meant a lot to me. But I am really sad because, FAAN means so much to me. They really helped me out, and I really wanted to be there. But thank you, Jen, for giving me this chance to, kind of be there without being there. So, thank you. Now, I want to open with a question. Why are you here today? Now, you might think that's kind of obvious for you, but there are actually a lot of reasons. Maybe your parents made you come. Maybe you're here to be with your friends who have food allergies. Like, that would be my reason. But maybe you're here because you have no other choice. And food allergies are really affecting your life in a negative way. And maybe you're scared to live. And I say that because that's why I went to my first teen conference. And it was bad back then. I was severely afraid of the world. I had a traumatic reaction when I was 12, back in 2004, and my entire life was changed. I was scared to live. I would have panic attacks all the time. I had nightmares of having anaphylactic reactions. I was neurotic, I was depressed, I was paranoid. I didn't trust anyone. I felt like no one understood me. I was alone in the world, and there really is nothing worse than that feeling. So, if that is your answer, if that is why you are here today, don't worry, there is hope. There was hope for me, and I know you can do it too. Yeah, so my story is that after I had my really bad anaphylactic reaction when I was 12, again, I was scared to live. I felt like, my medical alert bracelet was the handcuff that was chaining me to this disease, and, no one understood, and the world was out to get me, and I could die at any second, and I was terrified. I wouldn't eat. Wouldn't make my parents couldn't make any of my meals. I had to make every meal. I was scared. I didn't trust anyone. And it was very lonely and terrifying, and it was no way to live. It wasn't living at all. So in 2006, my mom took me to a FAAN conference in Tarrytown, New York, and I don't know if you've ever been to a conference, but they do this thing where, they pull the teens away at lunchtime, and they make you sit away from the parents, and you tell your story. And that was very liberating. And I heard everyone's story, and it was my turn. And I said, how I had this bad reaction a few years ago, and it changed my life, and I was scared to live, and, it really affected me. And the girl next to me went, and she opened with, "My name is Rose, and I have had 19 reactions in the past 2 years." And I was like, what? I mean, this whole concept was so new to me. Like, you can have more than one reaction and live? I had no concept of that. I had had one reaction and thought my life was over. She had had 19 and was still living a normal life. And I am not saying it's okay to have 19 reactions, really. I think she was doing something wrong. But the whole epiphany to me was that, there is life beyond the reaction. Your life doesn't end at the reaction. Your life ends when you actually die. And, as long as you're prepared and as long as you have, have everything that you need and you are careful and you ask questions, if you have a reaction, it's okay. You can take care of it. And I didn't really think about that before that moment. And that actually started at the beginning of my recovery. And it took about 3 years, but in the end, here I am now. And I am a successful story of a student with food allergies. I know it's hard, and I know it's tough, but you can do it. Back then, I actually had a lot more food allergies than I do now. I was allergic to, again, all nuts, all shellfish, soybeans, and sesame seeds, but also corn, wheat, and melons. And those really got me down. And I was depressed, and I didn't know who to turn to because no one understood. And I'm sure all of you have had that feeling when talking to someone who doesn't have food allergies. They don't understand how terrifying it is that looking at like a sandwich or a piece of cake, knowing that can kill you. Like, they have no idea how that feels or how isolating that is. And I'm really supporting you guys today, and I really hope after this video you talk about trust and you talk about fear, and because these people understand what you're going through. They've been there, They've seen the same ignorance and the same disrespect, and they are there to help. And that's the reason we have these summits, to get us all together. We are our support network. And, you should really talk about it. So, FAAN, again, really helped me with my food allergies. They taught me how to handle them, what to do if I did have a reaction, different situations that I might have a reaction, and they gave me people to talk to that understood me and what I was going through. If your problem is fear, I understand what you're going through. Anaphylaxis is terrifying. But once you understand what's going on, once you know that you're having an anaphylactic reaction, and as long as you're prepared, it's not so scary anymore. Just think about that. You might feel a little bit of pain, but then it's over because you understand it. You're not, freaking out. As long as you're carefully prepared, there's no reason to be scared. And if it's trust that has got you down, I understand where that's coming from too, because it's your life, and you feel like, no one else will respect your life like you do. And again, that was me. I didn't even trust my own parents, and that offended them so much that it created so much tension at home. It really sucked. But, just think about this. As long as you educate them, as long as you ask them questions and follow-up questions, and maybe watch them make the food, these people care about you. And it's a long, hard, lonely road to go alone. So I really suggest you start opening up, and I know it's hard. But again, why don't you trust them? Because you're afraid. Don't be afraid. Just be prepared and be careful. But don't be afraid, because living in fear is not living at all. So yeah, that was my presentation. I just want to let you guys know that it took me a while to realize that, but there is life beyond a reaction. And there's life beyond 2 reactions and 5 reactions and 19 reactions. It's going to be okay. And thankfully we have this great support system to fall back on, ever if there is a problem. So I encourage you guys to talk. I encourage you guys to, share your stories and hopefully get out all that fear and start, getting better. And I am really proud of you. I'm really proud of you that you came. I'm really proud of the people who are here because their parents made them and because their friends are here and because, you need help. And that's what we're here for. So, thank you so much. And if you ever want to contact me, again, my name is Julia Gallo. I'm on the Facebook tag group, and I would love to answer any questions or help anyone out or just be here to bounce ideas off of or talk to me. I love what we do here, and I think it's really important, and it saved my life. So, good luck, everyone. Bye.